I got a call about it saying that Netflix are doing a new animated series based on the very popular card game Exploding Kittens, and I was like, I've never heard of that game. So I talked to my children about it, and they were like, Dad, I can't believe you've never heard of this. It's like super popular. So I was like, oh, wow, okay. So, and then they sent me some scripts through, and I was like, oh, wow, this is really funny. So that was the kind of initial approach. And then it didn't take long for me to say, yes, I'd love to do this. I mean, each session for me, for an episode, I would go in and it'd be about 2 hours for an episode. But I mean, that's the strange thing. It's like my bit in this is literally just doing that. And then behind the scenes, there's a whole army of people doing the real work on it. And, the process of animation takes a lot longer than live action. So, I recorded my lines for Godcat like 2 years ago. So it takes a while to come round, but it's also a lovely experience because I got no idea about you've got your imagination and that's it when you're doing it. You've not really got any idea about how it's going to be and how it's going to present in the end product. So it's like a big sort of surprise, and it was a lovely surprise, I have to add, watching this because you always wonder how it's going to turn out. But this was like, I watched it with my kids and my wife, who's a tough audience, and they were laughing all the way through. So I thought, okay, this is good. I think the irreverent humour and some of the stuff that is probably more like the adult, because this is something a show that sort of caters for kids and adults in the best way that animation does. I think you think about the good old Pixar movies, and there's always jokes in there for the adults, and then there's jokes in there for the kids. And this is exactly what Exploding Kittens is like. But some of the more irreverent adult jokes, I think they got, which I was a bit like, okay. But I think they just the whole world of it. But it's silly and it's fun, and you can't help but laugh.